Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am, but right in front of me was the answer. 'Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not a Christmas song.
Hello, Star Wars fans. You know, there's just 363 days until next Christmas. 363 days. Santa's not even over this past Christmas. So just a couple days past. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate and you enjoy the holidays here as we get ready to go into the new year. And we're going to talk about the Skeleton Crew. We're going to review your predictions for episode 5. How did we do? Who's going to be on the leaderboard? Who's going to be on the wall of fame for episode 5? And we'll take a look at that here. And then we're going to do some predictions for episode 6. If you haven't seen yet, there's a huge spoiler in the trailers for the remainder of the season. And I saw yesterday, I was watching that guy who loves Star Wars, Mike. He does a great job. And he was a little bit off, but at the same time, there's a huge spoiler in one of the trailers. I saw it yesterday. I want to share it with you all today. Welcome. Good to see you all here. Jedi Mike. I haven't seen that trailer. Oh, Mike, if you've seen the trailers, you've seen it. You just haven't realized that you've seen it. And it's a detail that you gotta kind of pay attention to, and it goes by quick. So we'll get into that. Yes, there will be a spoiler warning. Hello, Sabersmith. Good to see you as well, my friend. Says, hope you had a fantastic Christmas. Fabulous Christmas. Indeed. Look here. You know what that is? This is the ghost. It's huge. That box weighs almost 50 pounds. Yes, and for those of you who, well, let's see. Yeah, those of you who are on the metric system, 22 and a half grams or kilograms, 22 and a half, basically 50 pounds. It's a heavy box. It's huge. And we'll talk about that some other day. But also, I did get a gift from one of you. This comes from my friend Yadi. Yadi went to see the Skeleton Crew premiere at the movies, and when she did, she picked up a little gift for Santa and sent it my way. So we'll get into this here. Let's open this. Yadi sent it to me. By the way, got some wonderful Christmas cards from some of you as well. My friend Vanessa, also down there in Florida, and oh shoot, there's another one up there. I'm remiss in forgetting the name. Shoot, I've got anyhow. Thank you so much for thinking of me during your holidays and sending me those cards. It's so very nice. So we'll set this down, and right here, right inside of there, we have a gift. Let's see. Yeah, let's open this up and see what's in here. So we take this wrapping off. Oh, Yachty did a great job of protecting this. There's some paper. Hey, Peanut, you want paper? He says, not impressed. He's not impressed. Peanut's not impressed with the paper. So here we go. Let's see. You want to try again? Paper? No? No thanks? Okay. All right. Look there. It's the poster. We got the poster from the Skeleton Crew. We'll get that. We'll get this properly framed and put on the wall here shortly. But look there. There's that poster. It's fantastic. What's hilarious is what's on the back. Right? It's got the poster for Mufasa on the back. But we're gonna frame it this way, and I'll post it. So there's that. That's wonderful. Thank you for that wonderful gift, Yachty. I appreciate it. Let's see. Jedi Mike Litrix. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Skywalker's Academy. We've got a really good picture from Skywalker's Academy posted on our Discord. If I remember, I will share that as well. And I see Fitz in the building too. I think I saw Star Wars Fitz and Nerd Mafia. This is going to be bad for me. We'll get into those shortly as well. Thank you all for being here, and we will. Skeleton Crew poster. There's a Peanut back there. Brandon, hello. Mike Yaney, good to see you as well. And let's see who else. KG, there she is. Good to see you as well. Aggressively relaxing. First of all, appreciate you. Thank you so much. All the presents and hard work. But man, this is some good Star Wars. You're not lying, aggressively relaxing. This is some good Star Wars. I'm having a great time watching the Skeleton Crew. Looking forward to the remainder of the season. So before we get into the Skeleton Crew news, there was some other news that our friend Bespin of Bulletins posted this morning. And I want to bring that up here. It's making its rounds. You guys probably already seen it, but here it is. It says Shawn Levy reportedly keeping a window open for September 2025 to shoot his Star Wars movie. Now, this is the first concrete information we've gotten on a date. So far, the date has been elusive, but here we have a little bit of a date update. So let's see what old Bespin has to say here. It says, as we bid farewell to 2024, we look to the new year and wonder what's to come. On the Star Wars front, we get the epic conclusion of Andor, which, the news has been going around about the budget for that thing too. And all you can do is say the budget of the series on Disney Plus is the reason we're not going to get very many more series on Disney Plus. I don't know what's going on. I don't work in the business, right? I don't have insight into the financials behind these companies. All I can do is watch other content creators and get some context. I saw a really good point made by John Campia that says a lot of these studios, they inflate the budget to make it a loss on paper so that they don't have to pay people, right? If you pay people based on the profits, if all you have to do is post a loss, then they'll inflate the budgets. So there could be some budget manipulation going on. I don't know. Again, I have no idea, but I can say I am excited for Andor season 2. It looks great. But beyond that, it says we get in April, the same month Star Wars Celebration's due to take place. So I'm sure they're going to get a nice preview out there in Japan. It says then and that's in Japan. And then a second season of Dave Filoni's Ahsoka series will begin shooting that month as well. Then, they're playing away with they're playing around with numbers. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. That's what's going on. Matt Risman. Oh, good to see you, Matt. No, we're getting progress. Things are moving forward. The Ray movies, it's happening. It's happening, my friend. Says, however, a brief tidbit from a reliable journalist and insider may have given us a bit of hope. A hope that another Star Wars movie might be in production next year. Oh boy. Fantastic. Yeah, Ray, no delay. That's right, KG. We're going to get the Ray movie, and it's going to go in production next year. Now, technically, Matt might be correct in that I think it was supposed to start filming the end of this year, very first part of next year. But if it films in the latter part of next year, it's technically delayed, but it's still happening. It's still happening. Matt says that remains to be seen. But the only movie we have been told to feature Ray is delayed. Well, let's keep reading, shall we? Before we continue with the article, you can find him on Blue Sky now, and you can still support him on Ko-Fi or become a patron. I am a patron of Bestman. Appreciate the work he does, and would encourage you to do so. And then it goes on. According to the Insider, in his most recent newsletter, Shawn Levy, the director behind again, this is just other things he's done, says, according to Snyder, the film will feature Daisy Ridley. Feature Daisy Ridley as Rey Skywalker. There you go. Feature. Yes. Yeah. So it's going to feature Daisy Ridley, but she's not the lead, and will take a mentor role. Then that the lead will be another teenage boy or young man. So featuring Rey, but perhaps in more of a mentor, a Jedi Master Rey Skywalker. I hope that that will also include Jedi Master Finn. And maybe he'll be Finn Skywalker as well, right? Rey and Finn, and they'll be training their own child. No, that no, I jest. We'll see. But anyhow, the update from Jeff Snyder follows reports that James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi. I contacted Bestman and told him he's missing an eye there. The Dawn of the Jedi movie will begin shooting in December of 2025, which would mean this would come in before that, perhaps. But he said he's not covered that because they haven't come from a reliable outlet. So the Dawn of the Jedi may or may not be filming in 2025. But according to Jeff Snyder, the Shawn Levy movie featuring Rey Skywalker shall be filming in 2025. So Mangold, who's promoting his latest release, told Deadline earlier this month he does not know what his next project will be. Dawn of the Jedi or Swamp Thing for DC Studios, one or the other. And we saw this before when Patty Jenkins was doing Wonder Woman or she was doing Rogue Squadron. And you see what happened there. But he did reveal he and his Dawn of the Jedi writing partner are trying to finish a draft of his Star Wars effort. So they're working on it. Yes, KG. Dawn delay. That's right. Personally, I have no idea what project would be next theatrically following The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is already done filming and is in post-production. And it's supposed to hit in 18 months. That's a long post-production window. I still wonder if we might see that date change. 18 months is a very long post-production window, but we'll see. Says meow, pew pew. Yeah. So says it could be the Shawn Levy movie. Perhaps it'll be James Mangold's flick. Perhaps the first film from the Simon Kinberg trilogy, or even none of them. Maybe it's something we don't even know of yet, an unannounced project. We don't know. I don't know. And in the last few years have taught us anything. It is we should keep our expectations low and believe it when we see it mentality. Amen, brother. Right? No, Bestman's got it right there. Believe it when we see it. Be optimistic. and we'll see how things play out from there. So I'm excited to see that there's at least some movement on the Ray movie front, and so I thought maybe what we would do now is get into your predictions for episode 5. We'll talk about that. Let me get that ready here so we can share it, and we'll go through our predictions. We'll score them so that you can see the Wall of Fame for episode 5, and we'll talk about episode 6. There are some spoilers coming when we get to the episode 6 predictions. We have episode 6 predictions that in some discussion is very spoilery. If you want to avoid that, you have been warned. But here we go. We're going to get into your predictions, my predictions, and see how everyone did. You'll see there's a couple of placeholders because we're keeping track of the scores through the season. And so if folks played in the past and they didn't get a prediction in, like our friend Aggressively Relaxing, he's played the predictions game, but he did not get one in for this episode. You'll see there's a blank line there. So we'll just go through these. Let me hide this column because it's not helpful. A pirate gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal. Now, Matt contacted me and said, well, that dude who got shot in the mid-chest with a deadly blaster bolt was a red hole put through his body that was smoking. He technically didn't die from the blaster bolt. He died when he got yanked up into the ceiling on those spikes. Well, I don't know. I'm saying that was a lethal blaster bolt. So I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? That was a lethal blaster bolt. We don't know if he died before he hit the spikes or not. I don't remember hearing him scream when he hit the spikes. I think he was dead already. But yeah, he was a non-pirate. This is question 2, right? So I'm going to say no to both of these, right? So no gets the point on both of those questions because there were no non-lethal blaster fire. But someone is killed. Oh, indeed, somebody did die. There was definitely lethal, right? So death, yes. More than one planet, yes. Droid called by name, yes. Oops, hit the wrong button. So we're going to, all 3 of these questions, we're going to rank as a yes. Get the points here. And I'm going through this a bit faster than normal because I want to get to some of the predictions, and we've got to keep the show moving a little bit, right? I'm constrained on time, so we'll do that. So all of these get yes. Yeah, acid bath. Yeah, they got drowned in the acid. That's dead. The people who were trying to get into the treasure room, he said, "How about you fill the pool?" And they were like, "Yeah, dead." Right. The dude that got shot, that was deadly, and he got yanked up into the spikes. He was dead either way. The people that were in the ships that were coming up next to the pirates, and the pirates exploded the ships, dead. We had lots of people died. Right. So a cameo from a character not a regular in this show. No, we did not get one. I still am going to think that there won't be one. I hope that we get one. I would certainly love to see a cameo from a known character. I saw Mike from a guy who loves Star Wars saying he thinks they'll call out to Luke Skywalker. I don't think so. Not happening. Not happening. I'll bet Gunter Pirate did not die in that acid. Hilarious. We know some are going to live. Some are living. Bathing Plagueis. We have bathing moons for sure. Plagueis, he'd be dead, but bathing moons for sure. So a cameo, I would love to see one. I saw some speculation saying that they thought Han Solo would show up. No, just no. No Han Solo. I don't think we're going to get Luke Skywalker. If we get a known cameo at this point, it's going to be Maz Kanata. That's who it's going to be. At this point, that's it. And I don't think that that's happening either. So I don't see it. Chicken Texas. Oh, I love your name. Chicken Texas says, I'm happy there are no cameos. Yeah, this show is self-contained. We know it's in the Mandoverse era. It's going to tie in. It's happening at the same time as what else is going on in the Mandalorian in Ahsoka, but I just don't see anything coming. Matt says, apparently we are due one cameo in the series, just don't know who. Well, I put my money on Maz Kanata. I'm just saying she makes sense. She fits. She's in all the High Republic stuff. She's in now, of course, the sequel era. She's getting new stories that overlap into the prequel era. Maz Kanata is the one that I would put my money on. Absolutely put my money on. There's a possibility of a cameo at the end, like an epilogue scene of episode 8, where we might see Thrawn learn of the mint that is on at Aten and make his way there to get funding for his projects. But I don't see that happening either. There's also possibility with the calling in the Rangers of the New Republic that we would see Trapper Wolf, right? We would see Dave Filoni in an X-Wing, or we might see Carson Teva in an X-Wing. Those are absolute 100% possibilities. And we know there's going to be X-Wings in this next episode. So you might get Carson, Teva, or Wolf in this next episode. That's absolutely possible. So keep that in mind. But no cameo this last time. And also the Onyx Cinder did not break down this last time. So those are both no's. So we'll do this. No's, get the point here. All right. Then we get into Star Wars slang. Oh, indeed, we did get Star Wars slang. We had a couple of them. we had Wizard, and we had Sleemo and Wizard for sure. Someone uses the Force. I hear people still trying to say that Jod is not using the Force. It's a trick. It's fake. He's not doing. No, it's the Force. It's the Force. Yes. He used the Force multiple times. That's a done deal. He is a Force user. A species talks in another language. That's still a no. I think it's going to be a no. Never going to change. I don't see it happening. So we'll say no to that. And then we get into the bonus points. Now, as we go, where are we? Santa has 9. And I said Fern discovers a tentacle creature on Lanupa. Now, this was in the preview stuff, and I told you guys this is what I was saying was going to happen, and it did. So I put this in my predictions. I'll give myself 1 point there so that you see 10 is the number to meet. Star Wars politics is already there, so we've got some folks in the hunt now. We'll get into these bonuses. I see some of your questions or your text here. Let me get into your points. It said we could even see Zeb in an X-Wing, or could he? Would Zeb even fit in an X-Wing? Zeb could show up. Yeah, maybe it's Jod's backstory, flashback cameo of some kind. Then it's possible we could get a cameo of of Yoda in the temple, for sure. Anybody like that? Yeah. Hey there, Rick. Yes, Carson Teva. We could absolutely see Carson Teva. Mike Jedi Mike said Zeb. Yeah. Yeah, he has telekinesis. He's definitely using the Force 100%. Chicken Texas. This is a pirate show. Does anyone here know where Hondo is around this time period? Oh, Chicken Texas. Hondo Onaka is perfect for this show. 100% perfect for this show. I wish as hard as I can that we would see Hondo Onaka in this show. I just fear that they won't give us that beautiful pirate. I love him so much. I think that Hondo would be brilliant in this show. I just don't think they're going to give it to us. I wish, man. Oh, yeah, he's around. He's around. Oh, Santa, you should get more points for calling the planet by name. That's not revealed in the trailer. I know, Matt, but I'm already accused of cheating, right? I know. You guys already accused me of cheating. So I'll just give myself one, right? I'll level the playing field. I'll just say one, right? There, I'm being kind. Too fast. I don't see my name. We'll get there, Dale. We'll get there. Eternal Sith. You think it's like an Ezra? Maybe someone that had trained him after Order 66? Well, it's possible that we'll see somebody who trained him after Order 66. But my impression from everything he said is that something happened, and something fairly significant, and he had to care for himself. I think it's his Jedi Master was probably killed in Order 66, and he escaped by just the skin of his teeth, right? Just barely escaped. Think of Kanan Jarrus, right? Kanan, when he was a kid, he just barely escaped, and we saw the Bad Batch chasing him and all that. I think we're going to see a similar situation here with Jod, where his master dies. He has to live. He has to try to, and he finds his way by attaching himself to these pirates, and he has to kind of conceal his Jedi skills to some degree to not be killed. So I think that's what happened, and we'll get the backstory. We'll figure it out, and perhaps Jod Nawud is not even his real name. That might have been his Jedi Master. The lady that we saw in the credits at one point who had the last name of Nawud, he may be using that as a bit of an honorific to her, that she was his master. He saw her murdered, and in the backstory we get for Jod, we'll see that she was training him. She gets killed. We may learn his real name at that point, because she may call him by his actual name, Padawan, Jod, whoever. And she gets killed. That he uses this Nawud just as a way to be like, this was my master. She was killed. That kind of thing. Yeah, it's Barriss Offee. We could see a Barriss Offee. I don't think we will. Read A New Dawn by Jonathan Jackson Miller. That is a good book. A New Dawn is a good book. Andrew, 15 watching. Let's get 15 likes. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, I know. Not a lot of folks here. I do appreciate you guys being here. I really do. I have fun doing this. I certainly would love to see the channel grow. If you guys like what I do here, please, do the things, share it, do all that. That'd be great. Super helpful. So, so we'll get into these bonus questions here, and we'll go down the list. So Angry Jedi didn't give us a bonus answer, but here we go. Baymax, the crew are tracked down by murderous bounty hunters. Well, not bounty hunters per se. They were tracked down by pirates. because of what's her name, the white chick from what's her name? She has like a regular name, but she was also Merida in Disney's what was that movie? I just went blank. But anyway, not bounty hunters. Pocket, KG. There she is. Pocket is that lady that voiced Merida in Brave. That's it. So yeah, Pocket. She is a bounty hunter. But she was not a murderous bounty hunter. She turned him over to the she was a bounty hunter, but she turned him into the murderous pirates. So I'll give you the point. I'm giving the point. That's 100% happening. So there you go. Brent says Cal Kestis went into a life of piracy, became Captain Silver. It's hinted at in episode 5. I love the thought, Brent. And might we get a cameo from Cal Kestis? Perhaps, but I think that's highly unlikely. I wouldn't put anything on it. Brett says we see Captain Brutus on the bridge of his ship. We saw a hologram of him. Did we see him on the bridge of his ship? We saw him in a holo projection. I'm going to give you a point because he was in his ship when he was talking to them, I believe. So we'll give you the point. Brian Stone, the kids find another coordinate room without at Athens. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Well, let's move this over so you can see your points. No. Well, yes, they did. They did find another coordinate room, Brian. They found it in the captain's treasure room. I don't think what you intended, but he did find it. Yes, I'll give you the point there as well. Brogu, hello. Hello, Brogu. Chillmonger missed his predictions this week. Daniel Fisher says they go to another planet. I thought that we might get a montage of them going planet to planet, but they did not. So no. Ned gets scared. Ned, you mean Neil? Neil gets scared. Yeah, I'll give you the point. Neil did get scared. There's a prequel reference. Ducky Momo. Oh, Ducky Momo. You know what? People have been talking about the Plagueis, the moons. The moons are prequel related. The banking clan. We did see moons in the prequels. We also saw them in the Clone Wars animated series. Of course, that's who Darth Plagueis is, but he's a moon as well. So absolutely, there is a prequel reference. Now, not specific enough to give you 5, but I feel like you deserve to be on the Wall of Fame for this. So I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you 2. If you said a little more specific, like there will be a banking clan cameo or somebody from the banking clan or a moon or the species, something more specific like that, 5 points for sure. But this is absolutely worth an extra bonus point for that. Jedi KG's Padawan. KB will argue with Jod about going to sleep. I love it. No, she didn't, but good guess. K Merry Christmas G. KG right here. Merry Christmas. The kids don disguises. Yes, KG makes it onto the Wall of Fame. That's straight from the trailer. Jod and Neil will come across runes while on the planet Lanupa. There you go. So Matt Risman with the call of the planet Lanupa. Matt, I will give you bonus, but I know you're cheating too. So I'll give you an extra bonus. I'll let you. Let's see. Should I give Matt? I'll give you 2.5. Half a point short of the Wall of Fame, but an extra bonus nonetheless. Right? The runes. John and Neil coming across the runes was in the trailer. So I give you 2.5, a half point short of the Wall of Fame. Missed it by that much, Matt. Still well onto the leaderboard. Well onto the leaderboard. We visit the casino. Mike Aney. Yes, I give you the point. Even though it's not a casino, that was our best guess coming in. It ends up it's a spa, not a casino at all. So I'll give you the point. The skeleton crew leaves at Akron. Mumbo Jimbo. At Akron. Didn't they leave already? At the end of episode 4? Let's see, they were at Akron. They got the coordinates. No, they hadn't left. So I'll give you that point. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Jeez. I should get 5. No, Matt, I'll tell you what. It is Christmas, though. It is Christmas. I'll let you onto the Wall of Fame just because it's Christmas. And then, you know what? I think it's worth going back to let's see. There was another one up here. Baymax. I'll let Baymax onto the Wall of Fame as well. I'll give him an extra bonus, right? Another coordinate room. Brian Stone. I'll give him an extra bonus as well. This is your Christmas. These are good guesses. Let's see. Prequel reference. Yep, I already gave the bonus there. Okay, there you go. I gave you a Christmas half point, Matt. There you go. Not a 5-pointer. No. They leave at Akron. Yeah, that was a given though. No bonus there. No extra bonus. I'll give you the bonus, but no extra bonus. We get some kind of hint about KB's medical condition. Nerd Mafia. No. Nerd Mafia. Well short of the Wall of Fame with 7 points. No, not giving it. Jod uses the Force at the casino to get the funds to fix the ship. He does use the Force at the casino. You know, the spa down in the captain's lair when he gets the lightsaber. But no, he didn't use it to get funds to fix the ship. I like the idea, but no. Neil wants to search the buffet. Yes. Yes. Look, Skywalker's Academy. There you are. 11 points. You get 11 there. We see the snowy mountains. Star Wars fits. Yes. And then Star Wars Politics says he's going for a 5-pointer. It's a detailed prediction. I believe in this episode, we will see Brutus commanding Captain Crimson Jack Silva's pirate starship and crew that he needed in the first episode of the series. True. He is captain of that vessel, right? So I'm assuming that the kids and Jod are also located by the bounty hunters being tracked on that rich. Oh, look, the Star Wars Politics, that is very detailed, and they were located by bounty hunters on that rich casino-looking planet. I'll give you the 5. I'll give you the 5. Star Wars Politics with 5. All of it. There you go. 15 out of 10. Good job. And then that's the end of the predictions. So if we scroll over just a little bit more, we can add the totals together. 41 is the new total to get onto the the season leaderboard, right? So you can see 10 to get on the Wall of Fame, 41 to get onto the leaderboard. So Star Wars Politics made it onto the Wall of Fame. We've got 41. Who else has 41? Let's see. Oh, Dale is 1 point short. He's got 40. Skywalker's Academy, 1 point short of the season leaderboard. RF Gaming, just 2 points short. Nerd Mafia, 1 point short. Mumbo Jimbo, just missed it by a point. Mike Yaney, he's a half point off. Look, Matt Risman, he's still on the leaderboard. He's got 2 points still. 2 point advantage on the leaderboard. Very good, Matt Risman. Who else has 41? Well, Brett Phillips, of course. Brett Phillips with 52. Because Brett Phillips took a commanding lead in those first few episodes. Man, he was killing it. He was absolutely killing it. So there we go. We've got Brett Phillips and Matt Risman. They're the only ones that are still on the season leaderboard. We've got a few in the hunt. They're right there. They're that close. Skywalker. I should get 2.5 because we didn't know it was Neil. We did know. You can see he was wearing his disguise, but you can't tell me you couldn't tell that was Neil. It was Neil. We knew that. Good try though, Dale. Good try. Good. 5 technically, but I'll settle. No, it was in the trailer. My man was in the trailer. not doing it. So the Wall of Fame for episode 5. Certainly we have Star Wars politics, Skywalker's Academy. Who else? Matt Risman, KG, Ducky Momo, Brian Stone, and Baymax. All on the Wall of Fame for episode 5. Good job, you guys. Fantastic. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to get into episode 6 predictions. Again, there's some spoilery stuff coming, right? Very, very spoilery stuff. And we're going to start off right off with it. So if you don't want the spoilery stuff, yeah, you gotta let it go. You gotta give us a like, share, and move on. But please post your predictions for episode 6 earlier this time. No, Matt, you know what I do is I go into the predictions form. Here, let me share this. Right, I go into the predictions form right here, and I can look at the responses. I can see who has responded. And when I see Matt Risman's name in there, I'm like, okay, now I can do mine. So I'll do mine after you do yours. That's how that works. No, I don't know. It depends when you do yours. That is what I did this time. This time I was like, on episode 5, I looked to see, okay, who's already. Oh, Matt's already. Okay, I'll go ahead and put mine in. So we're going to get into I still don't think I understand the episode 6 spoiler warning. Yeah, it's here we go. Let's do this. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. I'll put that up on the messages here. Just a second here. Let me. There we go. Spoiler warning. There you go. Now you've been warned. We're going to show some images here, and when we do, you'll see what I'm talking about. And we're going to start off with the most spoilerish. Now, episode 5. One of the cool things, we went to the treasure room right at the end, and so a lot of people thought that treasure room was on Aten. I was never convinced of that. And if you go back to earlier episodes in the discussion for this series, you'll hear where I'm like, I'm not so sure. Well, there it was. It was on a different planet. The treasure on Aten, I was always speculating that it never really existed. It was their peace, the security that they had. Learned in this episode, they actually do have treasure. They're a mint for the Republic, and they're producing Republic credits. So there's some sort of ore that they're mining, and they're making credits with, right? So they're a mint. They're creating credits. That's why they're so pristine, because they're still using the original equipment, and they're just creating it as we go. So we know there is treasure. It's just not what you thought. But in that treasure room, we see a few things transpire that are kind of key. One of them is that Jod gets a lightsaber. I loved when what's his name? Our dreamer kid. He got the lightsaber. He was super excited. And here you go, Wim. Yeah, when Wim got the lightsaber, it was great, because it seemed that here's a kid that's dreamed of being a Jedi. He actually got to hold a real lightsaber, And Matt says, I think they're mining um, or iridium. Could be. Yes, he did get a High Republic lightsaber. I do think it was a High Republic lightsaber, but he was holding a lightsaber. The dreamer, the kid who just wanted an adventure. He's been on an adventure for sure, and he got a hold an actual lightsaber. When he lit it upside down and it jetted off, it was great. But we see that Jod gets a lightsaber. The other thing that happens there is Jod challenges to become the captain. He's like, this is enough. Tired of the kids being in charge. And he takes the captain hostage and tells her, relent, right? You just need to give up. If you give up, I become captain, nobody gets hurt. And he kept repeating it over and over and over again. He refused to actually do, to hurt her. But I knew he would get that light. He would light it upside down, right? You could clearly see that it was the bottom of the hilt there that he was holding to. So, he held her by knife point. You could tell he was never intent on harming her. And she relents. He becomes captain. But then he tells 33, okay, hold them all prisoner. Now, I'm not sure why he wanted them held prisoner. I think he just intends on taking the loot that's there and going to the pirate loot and going to Aten, and that being that. But the kids yield. That's it. That's the word I've been looking for. Yield. Yeah, there's Fitz. Hey, I saw there he is. They hit the trapdoor and release themselves. So now Jod is there in the treasure room with Smee, and the kids are off. And it seems that they've parted ways. Well, we have a spoiler. Big, huge spoiler. And it's been in the trailers since the beginning. And I'm going to show you this image right here. You've seen this image where they're coming down this ramp over here, right? They're going down this ramp. We've seen this over and over again. I think it was in the very first trailers from the get-go. But we haven't seen this scene. This scene has not happened. There's a couple other details here that are worth noting, and we'll zoom in. I'm just going to zoom in. If we look at Jod, and you look on his belt down here, that looks to be like a lightsaber to me, right here. This looks like a lightsaber, but I'll say it does not look like the lightsaber that he got from the kids. So let me go pull this image here. I should have gotten this one. There's an image of the lightsaber that he got from the, oh shoot, where did I post it? I must have posted it. Oh, where's that lightsaber? Here it is. Wait, it'll be in here. Here it is. Okay, open. There it is. See this lightsaber? This lightsaber has gold. It's a High Republic lightsaber for sure, right? It's got some gold accent here at the top at the emitter. It's got a little bit of gold plating in the handle, and it's got this gold band at the bottom. There's just a single gold band at the bottom, right? So let's look again at Jod's lightsaber. If we look at this lightsaber here, right? This lightsaber, the hilt has like a double gold band and is more cylindrical. I do not believe that this lightsaber is this lightsaber. I don't. They don't look the same to me, right? But that looks like a lightsaber. He's coming down the ramp. There's a couple other things on this that you should note, right? The kids are following him down the ramp, and they seem to be all coming down the ramp together, right? So I think he's going to end up helping them, rescuing them, whatever the case is, right? Are you sure it's the bottom? Of this one? Yeah, this is the emitter side up here, right? This is uneven, right? Yeah, that's this is going to be the emitter. Yeah, but in any event, um, yeah. KG says seems like a blaster. I don't think it's a blaster. I think that's a lightsaber. I think that's a lightsaber on his belt. Um, and I think we're going to find out it's his lightsaber. There's another detail here, and I saw this on a guy who loves Star Wars yesterday. Over on the very side, like way down at the bottom, over here in the corner, and you see it for just a split instant on the trailer. Look way over here on the side. This looks like one of those patrolling droids, right? One of the guard droids from Aten, right? I think this is Nerd Mafia. Gotta run. Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you. We'll see you, sir, Nerd Mafia. But there you go. Oh, I see Dale's getting me back for the couch comment. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So I think this is one of those security droids on Aten. And so you see the landing out here. Oops, I'm on the wrong window. You see this landing out here. I think this is some grassland or whatever on Aten. And then the next question is, look back here up on the ramp, the stuff up on top inside. They've got crates of stuff. I think that perhaps Jod has cleared out the captain's area and gotten himself all that treasure that was in the pirate room. So I think this is pirate treasure that he stored up there. And they're coming to Aten. We've got a security droid way over on the side over there, right? He's got a lightsaber right there. And the kids are following down the ramp. So that's what I think is going on. There's some other information that we should make sure. I've got this all jacked up over here. Okay, there's some other information that we should look at. We've got this ship. All right, so let me get rid of this. Let's go over here. If we look at the Onyx Cinder, right? Here's the Onyx Cinder, and there's Smee sitting here. And you see the displays, you see the windows, the interior. It's exactly the same as the interior of this, right? It's got the same displays, right? It's got the same window feature. All of the things are the same. The seats are exactly the same. Everything on the interior is exactly the same, except this seems to be a lot more pristine. Again, let me increase this. It makes it easier for you to see. This seems a lot more pristine. It seems cleaner. It's brighter. And in this, you can see this is where we've got some pirates who are looking at this transmission from Wim's mom. No, not Wim. What's her name's mom, right? They're getting this transmission that's coming through. So this is getting ready to happen. It hasn't happened yet. So I think that this ship is the same make and model as the Onyx Cinder. However, if you look at the Onyx Cinder, you can see there's this cage that's on the outside. You see all this nonsense around here. There's a cover. There's like a thing that goes in front of the window. That does not exist here, right? That cage is not there. Here they're in open space, so there's that. Here they're in hyperspace, so you can clearly see there's this piece that's on the front, and that is, I think it's a different ship, and I think both of these are at the same time. Did we get the predictions yet? Not yet, Fitz. We're getting ready to do that. Yeah, Fern's mom. Yeah, Fern, her mom. Yeah, so I am convinced this is a different ship. Mike yesterday was like, dude, it's the same ship. I'm like, dude, it's not the same ship. It's 100% a different ship. This one's in not as pristine condition, and it's got this exterior bit on it. This one is clean. So the question is, because there's some more stuff getting ready to happen. Let me fast forward here. Get past these images. Okay, the kids come up this mountain, and there's this inferno kind of looking thing in the background. Well, this thing here we see in the images latching onto a ship, right? And it's chewing it up, taking it inside this and like burning it up. Well, you see here, this is the onyx cinder. It looks like the onyx cinder. Pretty sure this is the onyx cinder getting chewed up into this recycled machine here, right? This is definitely doing damage to the onyx cinder. And you can see the kids coming up the mountain here. This is still the same planet where they were in episode 5. I believe this is going to be episode 6. Could be a 7, but I think it's going to be episode 6. And we're going to see, this is the onyx cinder over here, right? So we're going to see that they're both the onyx cinders here. It's going to get chewed up into this thing, right? Right, like that. It's getting damaged. So when they arrive at Aten on that ship and they're walking down the plank, is it the onyx cinder they're walking down, or is it something else? I think it's the other pirate ship, not the onyx cinder, unless the ship they get back to is the other ship and not the onyx cinder. Right. I think that the pirates are on a ship that's the same make and model as the onyx cinder. And when the crew, with the skeleton crew, right, Jod and the kids get back to Aten, they're going to be on. Well, there's another reason here. I struggle because there are other images. We see this where they're on top of the onyx cinder and there's explosions going on, and they're hanging on for dear life. But then we see Wim in the cockpit here, and what appears to be the onyx cinders getting blasted to bits, like, and it's coming apart. So if the onyx cinder is getting completely blasted apart, and here it seems to be getting chewed up, it's either some pirate ships. I don't know what's going on. There's something going on where these are getting chewed up. These other ships, 1 or 2 other ships. If the onyx cinder gets destroyed here, then what's getting destroyed here? Maybe they rescue the onyx cinder from this thing and it's just damaged and they are able to escape. If that's the case, they escape in a damaged onyx cinder, then what's going to happen when they get to this other scene that we've seen where it looks like the onyx cinder is getting blasted apart? So with all of that, then how do they get back to the planet on this ship that appears to be the onyx cinder right here? And this ship, wait, I'm in the wrong window. Hold on a second. I've lost my window. Here it is. Okay, just a second. There we go. There we go. What's this ship? Right? One ship's getting destroyed, and they're still landing on Adatin in a ship that looks like the Onyx Cinder, but may not be the Onyx Cinder. Right? Oh, Matt Risman says, I'm still waiting to buy the Lego because if they blow up the Onyx Cinder, I'm not buying it. Well, something's coming apart, right? I mean, you can clearly see this appears to be the Onyx Cinder, and it is coming apart. Like this thing's getting blasted to bits. Plus, it gets chewed up in the recycle machine here. Something's getting chewed up. It looks like the Onyx Cinder. You note here that the engines are on. So perhaps what they've done is, if you look here, the Onyx Cinder sitting back here, and it appears to be dormant. And then it grabs hold of it and it starts bringing it in. And then the engines here are lit and pulling away. So what may happen is that they pull away from here. They escape in a damaged Onyx Cinder, but it's still, making its way. As they escape, boom, crash. And now we need a new ship. And what they do is they steal the pirate ship that's the same make and model. That's my prediction. Okay? My prediction is that in episode 6, the Onyx Cinder is going to be destroyed and the kids get on a same make model ship that belongs to the pirates, and they steal it and they leave on it, and they're going to make their way back on a different ship. There you go. There's mine. All right. So that being said, we have some more images to go through, right? We went through this. We haven't seen this. All of this is getting ready to happen. We haven't seen that. Here we go. Let's just get rid of these images we've already discussed. This ship, I left this here. We saw this ship. It looks similar in design as the Onyx Cinder, but it's different. Right? The front is entirely different, and the markings are different. I don't think that's the ship that they're going to steal. I think it's going to be something else. All right. We haven't talked about this stuff. I'll get back to that. So we see a ship that looks like the Onyx Cinder that's not the Onyx Cinder. We saw these scenes where we've got this giant crab turtle monster thing on the mountain. We see Phil Tippett and his team doing the stop motion for it. And here it is in the show. This is absolutely happening in episode 6. I say that with 100% confidence because there's this scene here with the mountains in the background, and the actor that plays Wim here has this director board. And if you look at that director board, when he snaps it into one scene, you can clearly see Bryce Dallas Howard is the director. Episode 6, Bryce Dallas Howard is the director. This is episode 6. Bank on it. Episode 6, Bryce Dallas Howard, the turtle crab monster beast is happening. It's happening. Flat out. That's, you can bank on it. That's happening episode 6. 100%. This is also the pirates arriving on that same planet to get the kids. This is where they're going to get the pirate ship to go back on. It's the ship that Urkel comes in on, right? They're all going to come in on that ship. That's the ship they're going to steal to get out. And in this scene, you can see X-Wings. This is where we could see Carson Teva or Wolf, right? Piloting X-Wings. You could get those absolutely. But yeah, this is going to be episode 6. The pirates are arriving, right? They've sent out the call to the pirates. The pirates are going to arrive. There's going to be a lot of action. The onyx cinder's going to be like partially crushed. The crab monster thing's going to be in here. All of this, I think, is episode 6. Like all of it. Yeah, it's getting smelted. Yes. I think that's all episode 6. All of it. My prediction, I'm going to put the crab turtle monster thing is in episode 6. And I'm telling you now, Matt, that's my prediction. Crab monster beast from the trailers is in episode 6. That's my bonus point, because that's happening. The pirates are arriving. Now, the onyx cinder getting smelted and all that could be episode 7. Could be episode 7. I'm not convinced. Depends how long this episode is and what we get done. Episode 7 is Jod's backstory. We know that. Episode 7 is Jod's backstory. Have they left the planet yet? Have they gotten the other ship yet? Are they on their way to Aten yet? I don't know. But what I do know, in episode 6, we're definitely seeing the crab monster. That's happening. So is this in episode 6 or 7? I think this is in episode 6. The pirates getting there. The smelting bit, I'm not sure. This is episode 6. 100%. This is episode 6. We've not seen this scene yet either. Jod, he's got all this on his the bandolier here, and bit of a blaster shotgun kind of thing. We see here he doesn't have that on, right? That's not he's not wearing the bandolier, right? Here he does. So we haven't seen this. This is 6 or 7. I'm not sure. This is episode 6. So that's what's coming. That's what's coming. So when we do our predictions, I'm just going to go through my guesses. I'm not going to fill in mine. A pirate gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal. Well, pirates are coming, and there's going to be shooting. Are they going to get shot? I say yes. Non-lethal? Not sure. Got to noodle on that a little more. I'm going to say probably not. They're probably going to be all lethal, but I got to think on it. Someone not a pirate gets shot with a blaster, non-lethal. Well, the pirates will be shooting. Are they going to non-lethal shoot someone? Again, I'm not sure. Someone's killed. I'm saying yes. Someone's dying. That's going to happen. Visit more than one world or planet. This one's tough because the kids' parents are trying to get them free. We've got a storyline that started. I want to say yes to this one. So my guess on question 4 is yes. 5, a droid referred to by name. Yeah, 33 is always going to be called by name. Cameo from a named character. This is tricky because if we see Carson Teva, or Wolf flying X-wings, then those are cameos. It's possible. I'm going to say no. My answer is going to be no. The Onyx Cinder breaks down or malfunctions or blown up. It's 6 or 7. We see what's going on. It's 6 or 7. I got to think about if it's going to be 6. Yeah, the crab is on Lanupa for sure. So I'm not sure if the smelting part and the blowing up part is in 6 or 7. Not sure. Someone uses Star Wars slang. I'm going to guess yes. Someone uses the Force observably. Jod has used it multiple times. Will he use it in this episode? Maybe. I'll say yes. A species or droid talks in another language. I'm going to say no. And then this is obviously the space, the crab turtle monster thing. So that's where my head is right now. I'm not doing my predictions just yet, but I gotta think about some of those answers. But there's where my head is. What if one of the directors is in the show as a named character as the cameo. Well, they have to have been in a different show too, right? It says specifically on that. Let's go back to the question. I'll show you the question. It says, named from not a regular in this show, right? Maz Kanata, Hondo Anaka, Pelimoto. It would have to be somebody that has been in a different show. So, like Carson Teva has been in another one. No, I'm not going to fill it out today. I will fill it out probably Monday. Yeah, I'm thinking Monday. Maybe Tuesday, but probably Monday. So that's what's happening. Yeah. Let's see what else. Let me just hide this. Put this back. The crabs on Lanupa. If the pirates die in the acid, their ship is already available. Yes, Matt. Yes. We know some are still alive though, but those are going to die. At least one of them. Is Urkel going to die? I think Urkel's going to die. or at least he's going to get shot. He might not be dead. I'll bet the Cinder escapes the smelter. Yeah, the Cinder is going to escape the smelter, but I don't think it's going to escape Lanupa. I don't think the Cinder is going to escape Lanupa. Santa will wait for you to fall asleep. He knows when you're sleeping. Very, very good, Dale. So there you go. That's a preview for episode 6. Also, the spoiler we shared, we clearly see. I'll just go back one more time. Anybody who hasn't seen it, we clearly have a spoiler from episode 5 where everybody's different ways. We clearly see them all arriving on a planet together. If you look over in the corner here, this appears to be one of the security droids. I believe this is At-Atan. That's a security droid on At-Atan. I believe that Jod has his lightsaber. I don't think it's the one that they got in the Pirate's Lair. And the kids are with him. That's a spoiler. Because where we left off, none of that was going on. So that's where I am. The smelting could be on At-Atan. They're smelting or to make the money. Oh, it could be. I see what you're thinking. So they arrive on At-Atan, right? They arrive on At-Atan. They know something's up. Then adventure happens. This whole smelting thing is on At-Atan. They fly, and the At-Atan is a part of all of that. That's possible. That's possible. I'm not putting that in my predictions. I'm not putting the smelter in my predictions for episode 6. I think it's in episode 6, but I'm not putting it in there. It very well could be, but I think they're going to steal a pirate ship. I think that's it. Why would they take a pirate ship and the Cinder home? I think they're going to arrive back home on the pirates ship, not the Cinder. But we'll see. That's what we got to see how this plays out. Again, I'm not putting that in my predictions for episode 6 because I got to see this episode. We're going to see the crab monster thing, and we're going to see something happen. If the smelters in episode 6, we'll find out. That'll influence where we predict what's going to happen in 7 and 8. But right now, that's where my head is. Episode 7, we get Jod's backstory. It could very well be the travel back to Lanupa or to At-Atan. Them arriving on At-Atan. I don't know. We'll talk about that next week. Speaking of next week, my friends, Monday, actually Sunday, we got a surprise. Sunday, our daughter is coming in from Kansas City. She's going to get here Sunday evening. Monday, I have to work, but we're going to celebrate a little bit of Christmas with her on Monday. Tuesday, We're celebrating our Christmas together as a family. I will not be doing a predictions stream because Kayla's going to be here. Our oldest daughter, Shay, is going to be here. Their husband, Shay's husband, Kayla's fiance. We're all going to be together celebrating Christmas together on the 31st. And then the 1st, we have a family get together plan with, we're going to smoke some pork on the grill on the Traeger. We're going to, the wood smoker, we're going to cook a big meal together and spend the day together. So I will not be doing a review on the 1st. So next Friday, just like this Friday, like today, we'll be doing a review of episode 6, as well as a preview of episode 7. My final word on episode 5, I gave it like an 8.5. Really good episode. 8.5. One of the best episodes of the season. I'm enjoying this series as a whole. I'm loving it. I know the viewership is still anemic, right? It's still very, very low, but I'm hoping that word of mouth will pick up and we will begin to see the viewership on Skeleton Crew climb. I would love to see this show be one of the most Disney Plus. Matt, yes, stream delays for sure. Yeah, Jedi Mike, 8.5 here too. Yeah. Skywalker's Academy. They do have waste disposal crews that can take a ship. They may also have to melt some down from time to time because they shot them down. Well, that's true. That's true, Dale. Yeah, the theory holds water. We'll find out how it all plays out. We have a Mike Porter dad joke to close out the show. Mike Porter, I altered it to some degree. I can turn off the spoiler warning too. So let's go turn off the spoiler warning here. Okay. Mike Porter dad joke. What did the stormtrooper say after he shot at your phone? What did the stormtrooper say when he shot at your phone? He say, "Sorry, I missed your call." Because stormtroopers miss. Very good, Mike Porter. Thank you for the dad joke. Fantastic. Last comments. Fitz says a 9 out of 10 for him. Matt's an 8 out of 10. Very good. Many Disney Christmas events. Busy Christmas. Watch the whole series at the end. Yes. People will watch it when Andor comes out. A lot of fans are waiting. I do think that viewership of Skeleton Crew will climb over time. Like it's a show that when the whole thing's over, I could see people going back to rewatch. It's that enjoyable. It's a fun adventure, and I'm having a lot of fun going through this with all of you. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Happy New Year's, and I hope you're able to spend some quality time with your family and loved ones. And we look forward to seeing you here next week when we review the episodes. Until then, my friends, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you always. Bye-bye.